Good evening, everyone. This is Bremster, and yeah, I'm back in No Man's Sky, where I'm going to continue playing my Picard save. I was going to play when I got home, but I was a bit tired, and I ended up watching some of Fellinay's stream, and then having a bit of a nap. And I've had some dinner, and I'm going to stay up a bit late, I think, now that I've had a nap. Now, I did go through the black hole and I've gone into a new system. What I should note is I should go back to the space station. And I'm going to do that. Hey, Keith. I'm going to go back to the space station. Because if I remember correctly, there are only 2 planets in this system. Oh no, there was 5, but I've been to them all. But if I go back to the space station... what I can do is I can get the name of the previous system. Name of system with Paradise Planet interrupted by black hole. I need to... I need salt. I need 20 salt. That's okay, Kate. Sorry about that. I want to sell the skeleton. I want to sell the bones. I'm not sure about these. I might... Damn. I need to learn how to use that better. Okay, so I can put that back in and start kicking those off. My oxygen can go back. My hydrogen can go back. I didn't need that much salt. You can go into the starship. You can go into the starship. I'm going to sell those. I have too much navigation data as well. I've visited him before. That's what I was going to do, sorry. I need to get the name of the system. So the previous space station was... Oh, Lord. The previous station was... You must get coffee. There is a way of using the rocket boots for fast travel, but I'm not sure what they are. Ooh, that could be a deserted system. Let's head there. The Imejit-Oil system. First contact. No one's been here before. The No Flea Knob. No Flea Knob 8. You No Flea Knob.
Hostile scan detected.
Redacted planet. Let's go to the redacted planet. lots of sentinels here. Ooh, boy. Oh, cool. She said she wasn't going to. She's obviously changed her mind. Wow. Yeah. That is seriously extreme, isn't it? That is seriously extreme storm. No, she could be on. No, she's streaming. Wow, this planet. What is the temperature outside here? This has got to be hottest temperature, right? $144.4. Fortunately, my ship has air conditioning.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
If you're going to go watch Fel, and I potentially would, please like the stream before you go. Weather, blood rain. This may not be a planet I want to spend too much time on. If I get another storm and I'm away from my ship, I'm in doo-doo. I'm in Pugnium. I mean, I can always call my ship in, I suppose. Assuming my ship is... Yeah, it's got launch fuel. Let's fly to the next location. Yeah, that was blood rain. This planet has blood rain storms. I kind of want to see what it looks like during the day. This is why the planet's been redacted. It has blood rain storms.
Units received.
Here come the Sentinels.
Units received. 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 Units received.
The underwater cave systems here are insane. This would be a phenomenal planet for building an underwater base.
Received.
Oh, the Sentinels are going to hate me.
Units received. Technology recharge.
Did I miss the storm starting?
Thermal protection falling.
Yeah, I missed the storm starting.
Units received.
This is cray-cray, this system. I don't see why there couldn't be underwater sentinels. I don't recall. This is a fascinating planet, isn't it? Okay, let's move on. Because I have a stream, if I always see it in stream mode, I could always decide to return to it. Let's go to this planet's moon, which I think is that one. Oh no, there's a moon to this planet. That's the planet's moon. It's a forsaken moon. And there won't be anything because this is a deserted system. Ooh, so teleporting back to here is actually going to be tricky. Tudsbird Beta.
Units received. Units received. Technology recharge.
Oh, it was close enough that that counted as a single thing. Okay. I thought there were 3 different ones nearby, and it was like, ooh.
Units received.
I could, and this is possibly a good place to build it.
Units received.
Automated archive recovery in progress. Data recovered 42%. New data available. Search the archives. Turn on the air conditioning. Entry 4925X follows. The Sentinel drones. Patrols never seem to end. I claimed so much from the Earth. Additional data available. Construction logs. Blueprints. Sure, I'll take them. Multi-tool technology data extracted. Efficient thruster plans restored. I want to rename this. I need 10 metal plating. Need 4 metal plating and 2 carbon nanotubes. And for now, for power, I'm just going to build a biofuel reactor, for which I need a metal plating. Oops, I didn't need 2. No, I don't know why. So theoretically, what I can now do is I can put 1 carbon into the biofuel reactor. I can teleport from my bases to my mold farm. Which is taking me nearly, what was it, 700,000 light years away. I can pick up that runaway mold. I can go back to this biofuel reactor. Put 1 carbon in.
Technology recharge.
Teleport back to Tranquility Base. And the curious deposit is back. And the really silly thing is I could go back to my mold farm and then go back to Tranquility. But I could just keep doing this. Like, if I really wanted to get my nanites up and I wasn't streaming, there are people who set up a couple of bases near deposits like this, particularly if they've got a lot of... Because if I scan, you can see it's back. So that got me...
Technology recharge.
all of that. So that's a whole bunch of nanites. That's a couple of thousand nanites in just a few seconds. And that's something that I could do. So from any space station, I could just say, yeah, you know what, I'm just going to get myself a couple of thousand nanites, particularly considering I need 50,000 nanites to upgrade my Staff of Power. But now I can come back to this system in this area anytime I want through Tranquility Base. Particularly considering this area is completely deserted. Like, there's no space station in this system. Radioactive planet. Oh, this is no flea knob. Why do I always land on the dark side of the planet? I'm the first living being although there's a buried cache over there, so apparently not. Something buried the cache. Yeah, but critical exposures, you can see it down in the bottom left. My critical exposure's in 7.5 minutes. I'm okay for now. There's another curious deposit. Oh my lord, look at this. This is the one I should have built a base at. pure ferrite. I need more pure ferrite. So I need a lot of ferrite dust. How much ferrite dust am I sitting on? Some, but I need more pure ferrite. For a door, I need pure ferrite.
Radiation protection falling.
Metal plating. Backup biofuel reactor, which I need a metal plating.
Radiation protection falling. Technology recharge.
It's charging up the battery.
Radiation protection stabilizing.
For the teleport module, 4 metal plating and 2 carbon nanotubes. You know what? I'm going to build that outside.
Radiation protection falling. Radiation protection falling.
I need 10 metal plating. Oops. I'm pretty happy with that. It's a terrible base. But I even progressed one of these. Expand staff at your new home. It's very tempting to do it here on this deserted system. Let's send people into the middle of nowhere.
Units received. Radiation protection falling.
Pretty happy with this.
Units received. Units received. Radiation
What, it's back?
falling.
No, I just missed one. But look how much I got. This place is going to be huge for nanites. Catch you later. Coming to this system was great. And I just got all of the species on the planet. Doing well. Way to go, Brimster.
Units received. Units received.
I wonder how long it takes me to teleport back to Tranquility Base. Because if I go back to Tranquility Base...
Radiation protection stabilizing.
So that got me a bit.
Technology recharge. Warning. Sentinel drones activated.
But if I understand correctly, they can't find me in here. And that's got me all of this. Sentinels spawn out of nowhere. But the other thing I can do, potentially, I thought I got a medium refiner plan. I obviously didn't. I thought I picked up the plan for the medium refiner. I did not. See, and now they've gone. I missed that one. There's so much runaway mold here. And now they're looking for me. This base is gonna be huge! I have all the nanites in the world.
Incoming storm.
Radioactive supercell. So these planets are terrible for storms, but again, I can hide from the storms inside the base I built. And there's the blue planet somewhere there, which is the only place I haven't been to. Which also has high sentinel activity and is another desolate planet. Yeah, as soon as I get the plan for a medium refiner, I can teleport back there and put a medium refiner there, or put a couple of medium refiners there. I pick up all of the runaway mold. I don't have to carry it with me. I put the runaway mold into my medium refiners, come back later and pick up all the nanites. I've already got my big nanite farm. And because I built the cylindrical room, if the sentinels go, "We don't like you," I run into the cylindrical room and they go, "Where did he go?" That was a score. That's a huge amount of runaway mold.
Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received. Units
This planet has all of the salvage containers. Out of fuel.
Technology recharge.
But this'll do. The star system is mine. No, I prefer balance, actually. Okay. What I should have done well, you are all here. Now, was this first contact? Yes, discovered today by Brimstar. Wow, these planets look interesting, don't they? Look at that thing. I'm exploring. Holographic analyzer. Raid a planetary depot. No, not yet. Factory override unit. Okay. So I like this prefab stuff. So
Item received. 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 Item received.
I get the feeling this is going to be the stuff that I use the most. I like that. I'll get these at some point. Not so worried about those yet. Not worried about those yet. I will get these at some point. Ah. I want that. I want that. I want that. That'll do for now. I think it's done. Okay, expedition rewards. Expedition 1.
Collectible received. Collectible received. Collectible received.
Fleet Commander's Cape. I could. I don't want the Starborn Runner.
Collectible received. Collectible received. Collectible received. Collectible received.
Cursed Frigate. Starship customization option.
Collectible received. 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 Collectible received.
Don't like those.
Technology recharge.
Oh, there was something I forgot to do. Apparently, I don't know how to make the rocket boots work. Apparently, you can use them to move forward like that, but I don't know how that's been working. Like that. has been a good session. To the space station! Tell you one thing, this space station is balls. Oh, my view count's gone down. I'm hoping that's because Fells has gone up. So an upgrade to a movement system upgrade would be good, but let's do this first. And I probably should get one of these. I've been having trouble with radiation. Let's do that. So we install the movement system upgrade. Jetpack tanks, initial boost. That's good. On my multi-tool, an S-Class scanner upgrade would be good. See, I'm facing him, but it's taken me to the wrong place. On my starship. I haven't figured out how to use that yet. Hello, Metal Clips. How are you? I don't recall if I've met you here before. If not, welcome. If so, I'm sorry.
Product received.
Okay. Let's talk to some people. Hello, Warrior Pung. I would like a friendship symbol. Hello, Consul Yuenglings. I would like a technology symbol. Multi-tool. Cool. For teaching me such a useful word, you can have a gift. Hello, Cadet Ooping. I would like a Viking symbol. Ooh, he seems. This cadet seems to be in charge. You can have a gift for being the boss. Insecure repository. I'm going to steal their stuff. Hello, guard Zakuns. I would like a mystery symbol. Nah, don't like that word. The problem with haves is there's always have-nots. This game is incredible fun, but it can be a little daunting. Hello, Guard Abia. You have no time for me, but I just want to learn a word. Surprise me. Hello, attendant. Mystery me. Specialist Rabiniri. You speak Gek? Yeah, I speak loudly and slowly, like every English speaker. Surprise me. 2. Not 2, 2. Actually, let's check the mission board. Nanites, never data, nip buds and nanites. You know what? I'm going to pass for now. I'm going to get into my ship. I'm going to get out of my ship. I'm going to get into my ship. You put your body in, you put your body out, you put your body in, then you fly yourself about. You do the hokey pokey, you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. You can turn... So, okay, Metal Clips. If you don't know about this game, you can go into the options and you can go into the difficulty and you can set this to whatever you want. So, for example, I've got the death consequences set to no item loss. The default is that your items get damaged or your items get left behind and you have to go back to your course. You can get it to your items are destroyed, or you can get it that your save is instantly deleted. Survival elements, I've got mine set to hazards and health. You can set all of your survival difficulties, so you can make it that you want your survival difficulty. I've got it set to standard, so the storms are quite dangerous. I could make it relaxed, so I'd be more calm. Natural resources, I've got it set to a standard. You can set it to abundant, so you'll get more of them. Sprinting, I've got it set to standard. You can make it relaxed, so you can sprint for further, or you can make it infinite. You can just run for as much as you want. Scanner recharge, again, I'm playing a bit more normal on this one. Standard means your scanner will recharge fairly frequently. Fast, a lot faster, very fast. You won't even know. Damage levels, I've got set to standard. You can reduce it, or you can make it your damage levels are just none. Again, fuel usage, you can make it standard, discounted, or free. Crafting, you can make all of the crafting in this free. So if you want to build a big opulent base, you can say, I just want to build. I don't want to have to go and gather resources. I'm just going to make crafting free. And you can make crafting free for that session and then turn it back to standard. So you can say, I'm just going to build a big opulent palace. I just want to build stuff. And then you can put it back. Purchases, you can even make all of your purchases free. So I could go in, I could find a really amazing ship, change purchases to free, or go to purchases free, buy all the ships, scrap all the ships, get all of the upgrade modules and stuff, and not have to worry about the cost. I'm not doing that. But you could. Goods availability, you can make them abundant, so all the goods are easier to get. Inventory stack limits, I've got set to standard. Enemy strength, you can weaken your enemies, and you can even make it that they will not engage you in on-foot or space combat, and you can make all the creatures passive. Now, I've got my predators on. I've literally got everything set as standard. I could say that my creatures were only defensive. They would only attack me if I attacked them first. Now, one thing I have lowered is my inventory transfer range. Normally, you can only move your inventory around if you're right next to your stuff. I don't like that. I have way too much OCD and collector stuff, so I've set my inventory transfer range to infinite. That's just me. Hyperdrive system access, specialized, but you can make it restricted so that you need to build up your engines. I didn't need to do that for this ship because this ship came with a good one. Base power, I've got it set to standard. You could make it free. All of your bases are just freely powered. Again, I'm not doing that. So all of this sort of stuff you can actually modify and set to your own requirements. So if you turn around and say, I want an exploration game with no combat, you can do that. I recommend setting your enemies to weak rather than turning off space combat. There are different elements of the game, and then, sort of making it that you don't take damage and all of that sort of stuff. There are elements to the game that come from actually sort of engaging with some of those aspects, but you can make it that you're unbeatable, basically. So you can change the difficulty to suit your playstyle, or you can keep things at standard and you can say, I'm having trouble with this element of the game, and then lower it, or you can pick it out. You can just figure out what you want to do, and it's really cool that way. And the cool thing about it is everyone can play their own playstyle in the same shared universe. And the reason for that is the universe in this game is so damn big. So this game is 8 years old now. I entered this system, and I'm the first person to enter this system. I'll show you something. I'll go back into space in a second, and I'll show you something. So if you're still around in a few minutes, I want to just do some scanning on this system. And then I'll show you something just mind-boggling about this game.
Protection falling. Received.
There is a really bad storm in progress, but I think I can survive this one.
protection falling.
So let's recharge. So because my protection is falling, I just recharge my suit's shields and then I'm okay. Because I need to do that quite often
Protection falling.
while I'm on a planet that is, what, 100 degrees? Ooh, there's an unknown building over there. So let's go over to that unknown building. Where did I ping that building? That one. Ooh, that's a...
Protection falling.
And it's shown me where the portal is on this planet. So I'm going to go back into space on the way to the portal. So, metal clips. This is what blows my mind about this game. So, you look into this at the stars. So this is a system I came to, which no one else had discovered. It's got 6 planets in it, and I'm literally, or we are literally the first people to ever see these these planets, because they're procedurally generated. There is a random number seed that will basically generate what the planets are. So if you look at every star around me, each one of these, every single star is a planetary system that can be visited. But more than that, this is just the tip of the iceberg, because if we go to the galaxy map, we can see here all of these stars are stars that can be visited. And if you look up into the top left, there is a galaxy map that's showing I'm 681,000 light years from the center of the galaxy. Now, if I point myself at the center of the galaxy and start moving, you can see that my distance, 680, 679, all of these star systems are ones that are visitable. Every single star you're seeing is one that is visitable. Every single one of these dots, all of them. And I'm just moving through like at speed. Every single one of these dots is a system you can visit in this galaxy. Like, I've barely moved. I've only moved, what? Only about 25 or 30 light years, 35,000 light years off where I started. And completely new system. But if you think about this as like being almost a ball, it's not quite, it's more of a disc. But literally, every single one of these is a system that you could go to. So what it does, and these are all out of jump range. My hyperdrive has a very limited range, but you can use black holes to move and all of that sort of stuff. So I can't jump to most of these, but you can sort of see the scope of this. Do you want to know something that absolutely will blow your mind? This is the first galaxy. There are 256 galaxies this big in this game. This game is insane. There are, what was it, 18, Ignition may know, is it 18 quintillion planets? Is the expected count of planets in this game? So if you had 1,000 people each without travel time, each visiting one planet for 18 quintillion. If you had like 1,000 people each visiting one planet with no travel time and spending like 5 seconds on each planet, it would take thousands of years to visit them all. And this is how you can go to a place and not know and be the first person there. Now, every planet will be different. Yeah, 656 stars per region, and there's like lots of regions in the galaxy. It's just crazy. It's just absolutely bonkers. So the weird thing about it is the portals, and the fact that I've got a portal. I'm probably not building a base here. Like, I'd like to find the portal on my home planet, back where I started. But I had the opportunity of finding a portal, so I was going to do it. The weird thing, and this is the thing I find is really cool, and why Fel has been visited, and one of her, the people following her streams, has built a base on the Paradise planet she found, is you've got these. This is the portal network. If you've ever seen Stargate, you will recognize this. This is the portal network. There are 16 different glyphs. If you power up the glyphs that you need to go somewhere, you can then walk through the portal and travel to any planet in the galaxy. You don't need to travel there, so once you've got the glyphs, you can just fly anywhere if you've got the portal coordinates. So, for example, the portal coordinates for this portal are those ones down in the bottom left of the screen. So, bird, tent, there's official names for them, but those are the portal coordinates for this portal. So anyone in the first galaxy could enter those coordinates and walk out of that portal. It's absolutely stunning how this game works. So if someone shares their portal coordinates, so if someone was to find something absolutely amazing on a planet, what they could do is they could build a base, or they could build a beacon, or they could build a marker or something to mark the location of that thing on the planet, and then they could share the portal coordinates. And there's an entire Reddit called No Man's Sky Coordinate Exchange, where they'll say, I found an amazing ship that you can, like a crashed ship, because you can find crashed ships. I found an amazing crashed S-class ship that you can just go and get. They will share the portal coordinates for it. And then anyone can go through the portal coordinates, and then on the planet, you'll notice, I need to go into my scanner, you'll notice over on the right-hand side, there's a current location, minus 26.09, minus 23.57. That's my coordinates on this planet. So what they'll often do is give you the portal coordinates and then the planet coordinates for a particular thing. And you'll notice if I am in my thing and I move, those will change pretty quickly, like minus 10.10. So it's a pretty accurate system. It's like to within a few meters. So what you can do is you can share portal coordinates and then planet coordinates, and people can find a precise location. I mean, they need to have unlocked the portal system, but once they've unlocked the portal system, in only a few minutes, they can find a precise location on any planet within the galaxy that they're in. Now, it is limited to the galaxy they're in. If you want to do it in a different galaxy, then you need to be able to get to that other galaxy, but there's shortcuts to that as well. I've not left the starting galaxy. I'm only about 200 hours into the game. It's really amazing. Oh my lord, another curious deposit. I've been really lucky with curious deposits, haven't I?
Technology recharge. Thermal protection falling.
How am I going for my sodium and stuff? I'm okay for sodium. I'm okay for carbon. Oops, I forgot to hit the begin button. Begin the begin. So, yeah, it's just amazing how even something with the scope of this is made in such a way. So Felinae found an absolutely gorgeous. So Felinae is my wife, and she's started playing this game only a few days ago. And she's had a bunch of people who've been... Whoa, that was a big hole to fall down. She's had a bunch of people, including a lot of the people who are watching here, following her and watching her play the game. And one of them, she found this beautiful paradise planet. She shared the coordinates by doing what I just did, and then someone came along and built a base on her planet, away from where she was building, but, you know, basically to just share what's going on. Really cool stuff. I've been ridiculously lucky with Runaway Mold. That one only had 5, though. It supports controller, and here's the really nice bit. If you're someone who likes to play on PS4, PS4 is apparently not that great anymore. PS5, you can play on Switch, you can play on Xbox, and those saves will cross-save. So if you want to play on PC or play on PS5 and then put it on your Switch and play on your Switch or your Steam Deck or anything like that, apparently that all works. I'm only playing on PC, so I can't tell you about how well that works, but it does work. Now, this game did have a fairly hazardous launch when it launched 8 years ago, and people were quite disappointed with it. But the cool thing about the game is they've released something like 24 expansions, and they haven't charged for a single one. And from what they've said, they're not going to. Like, they're going to keep releasing amazing expansions, and they're just going to keep coming, which is just mind-blowing. Felinae is left-handed, and she's had no real problem with it. One of the things that she was a real fan of is if you look in the options and you look in general, there is a left-handedness option that will make your character left-handed. And when you go into accessibility, I think, no, it's not accessibility. It might be display. Nope. Camera. Yeah, there's a couple of these. There's a couple of different places where it will basically modify your gameplay to show you as left-handed. So I'm holding my staff in my right hand, but if I was playing left-handed, it would make my character left-handed, and the camera would, I think the camera swaps to the other side as well because you're a left. Yeah, it basically supports sinisters. So right hand is dexterous, left hand is sinistrous. That's where the word sinister originally came from. Dexterous and sinistrous is the original Latin, I think, or dextari or sinistari. Hence, dexterous, sinistrous, and sinister used to mean left-handed because for a very long time, people who were left-handed were considered demonic because they weren't very common. And, you know, anything that isn't the norm is bad in the eyes of, well, a lot of people. So, that's where the word sinister came from. So yes, this game supports sinister people. I like saying that because both my mother and my wife are left-handed. And, you know, any opportunity to pick on my mother and my wife. And before you say it's not fair to pick on my mother can give as good as she takes. My mother and I are best friends. To the point where, in 2 weeks, I am going to be staying in a romantic hotel with my mother. I'm flying to Sydney with my mother, and we are going to spend a couple of nights in a romantic hotel because I'm not changing hotels. I'm going to the hotel, spending 2 nights with my mother. She's then flying home, and then the next day, my wife is joining me. This game is really, really good. If you want to hear Bremster explain things and you're interested in logic puzzles, go check out Bremster Puzzles. If you want to see someone who doesn't know the game, well, I don't know the game very well, but if you want to see someone who is completely new to the game, go check out Fel's Failings, both of which are linked to on the front page of my channel. But yes, I explain logic puzzles on my main YouTube channel. This is just where I come and have fun. We're going to go. We're going to go see Hamilton, the musical, and I'm very upset by this because it's leaving Australia. And I am a huge fan. I have seen it more times than anyone. And before you think, oh, that can't be true, according to the production company that's putting it on, I've seen it more than anyone. So, yes, I'm not looking forward to it being gone, but it's the way it goes. So yes, we'll be leaving in a couple of weeks, and that will be me doing the final ever shows of Hamilton for me. Well, unless it comes back, but even it won't be the same cast and crew and everyone who knows me anymore. So it'll be a new beginning for me if it comes back in 5-10 years. You're not wrong there, Keith, unfortunately. My mother remembers being beaten in school to try and stop her from being left-handed because the religious schools thought that being left-handed was demonic. Bear in mind if you're subbing to me, and this is fine, Metal Clips, I'm just letting you know, do not expect when you get a notification that Brimster is streaming that I'm going to be streaming No Man's Sky. I'm a variety streamer. I will stream everything from action role-playing games to hidden object games where there's a picture and there's hidden objects in the picture, often cats. I will stream mystery games, I will stream puzzle games, I will stream story-based games like Life is Strange. I will stream whatever game is taking my fancy at the time. And what I try and do is foster a healthy community. I am much more interested in people coming here and having fun rather, like, I'm happy to explain what I know, and it's quite possible that Ignition, who is way more experienced at this game than I am, was looking at me going, oh, Brimster, why are you giving such bad advice? But, you know, I'm me. I don't promise to offer the best advice. I think I say that in the description of my video. What I do promise is that I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to try and upnote myself. I'm not going to try and sort of say, look how awesome I am. If you play this game for 10 hours, you'll probably be better at it than me in 200. I'm cool with that.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
I don't play games competitively. Even competitive games, I don't play them competitively. I'll play competitive games, but I won't play them competitively. It confuses people. I would like my ship here, please. Now, this is an observatory. I have found an observatory. Did I do the save? No. Now. So yeah, welcome Metal Clips. I'm sorry if people think I've been talking at them. Everyone who knows me, particularly from Brimster Puzzles, knows that when I can get into a jam about something I know a little bit about, I'm kind of in my element. This is another pretty planet. Well, you're a real Hamilton, Daryl. I'll give you that. So one of the guy, I've seen a lot of different people play the role of Alexander Hamilton. One of them, his name was Alexander Ferguson. And It must have been really hard for that guy not to walk out on stage and go, Alexander Ferguson, my name is Alexander Ferguson. That would have been funny as heck. I'm glad he didn't do it. It would have ruined the show for people who didn't know it. Okay, Warrior is young and looks terrified. The terminal screen is full of orders instructing them to head outside into the heat and join a military campaign against the Sentinels. Don't do that. They proffer their multi-tool towards me with trembling hands. Something post... Oh, I don't know. High command multi-tool weapon. An A-class multi-tool? I will take an A-class multi-tool for free. Oh no, I lost one standing with the Viking. But I got an A-class multi-tool for free. But what I do need to do now, however, is go switch my multi-tool back to my Staff of Power. Because without my Staff of Power, I feel alone. Images of shattered Sentinels are displayed like trophies on this terminal screen. Seems the... What is up with my air conditioner? Seems the observatory's former overseer had a penchant for hunting these machines. Perhaps their time would have been better spent monitoring incoming beacons like the one that flashes on a monitor before me. If I can enter correct access code, the correct access code, perhaps I can discover where it originated from. 6344 3446 4463, I think. The observatory hums into life as the location of a new world is displayed on the screen. A new world? Is it a brave new world? On a brave new world, with a handful of men, we'll start all over again, all over again.
Protection falling. Units received.
On the new multi-tool, actually, that is not bad, is it? This one might be worth repairing. This one might be worth repairing and upgrading at some point.
Thermal protection falling.
Good point. Well, it's a pistol, so I think it would be a good mining beam scanning one, and then I could use the staff as something else or whatever. So far, I haven't played with the concept of multiple multi-tools for different purposes. I know that's a thing, but, you know, I'm only 200 hours in. I'm still a beginner. Yeah, I'm aware the pistol is good for mining. But I'm doing okay. What sort of planet is this? A noxious planet. It's Pothio. Is that an underwater ancient ruin? No, the land had not rendered yet. So with my graphics card, I absolutely could ramp some of these up. Texture quality, animation quality, shadow quality. I might set that to high. Reflections, volumetric effects, terrain tessellation. But I found that it makes almost no difference.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Oh, come on. Yeah, I'm aware that the different multi-tools have different bonuses to different things. As I said, 200 hours, I'm still a beginner.
Toxic protection falling.
Oh. Has anyone ever figured out what those big balls are for? I don't think I ever really looked at it. No, these are, yeah, what are these for?
Toxic protection falling.
Apart from playing with the physics engine.
Incoming storm.
Uh-oh.
Toxic protection falling.
So let's get out of my ship. Then let's get back into my ship.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
No, I don't want to do that. I have lost... No, that is not good. Oh, crap. Because now I'm getting proper responses. It was not handling... Yeah, DLAI is the AI-based anti-aliasing mode. I'm surprised... DLAA with frame generation. Yeah, it's not handling the frame generation for HDR. So, you know what? Actually, did I just lose HDR? No, I've got HDR. So It's not handling frame generation for HDR, and I think the game looks absolutely amazing as is. I'm fine. Anyone who says that this game doesn't look good enough like this, I think they're crazy. I think that may have been why I changed it, actually, the HDR issue. I went too far. I went way too far. I was not paying enough attention. I mean, it looks fine on my screen. One of the things that's happening, and this is an important thing to remember, is I'm watching in HDR and then I'm getting OBS to convert it back to SDR in order for it to stream. So I'm doing the generation of HDR, which is then being converted back by the graphics card again. So if I was, yeah, I'm giving up a little bit of graphics rendering, but this still looks amazing. I'm cool with it. Particularly considering my eyesight's kind of broken anyway, so... I can't remember if that's the one I want next. No, it's that one. Then I think it's that one. And then I want, not the Gravitino ball, I want the large artifact cache. I'm going to find something. I'm going to find something. Rare item found. Hybrid saltweed pollen. It's not worth that much. Ooh. Let's put some more carbon. Put some carbon in the fuel inverter. Power it all up. Put some carbon in the fuel inverter. Power it all up. Finding that runaway mold farm is just insane. That's worth so much. Don't care about Gravitino balls. Let's scan some stuff. Whoops. Let's find out what this planet has to offer. There's an unknown building over there. That's where I'm going now. Finding out what's over there is what I'm going to do. Someone send that song to Tay-Tay. Wouldn't it be terrifying to be a video game streamer like this and find out that someone like Taylor Swift was watching you? I mean, there's always the thing in the back of your head. It's like, what if a billionaire really likes my streams and donates enough money that I can retire? Particularly now that I'm 50, I'm kind of overworking for a living. I mean, I love my job, but I'm kind of overworking for a living. I just want to do this. I want to play video games and solve puzzles for the rest of my life. I'm not selfish at all. I mean, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I would prefer that the money went to people who needed it rather than me. I've got a good job. I'm doing fine. That's why on my puzzle channel, it's like, Give money to other people who do better things for the community.
Units received.
I am the worst at asking for donations because it's like, if you've got money, go buy this. It's much better. I'm going to give you my stuff for free. Go support this guy. He makes awesome puzzles.
Units received. Units received.
I mean, I did that one. I would love to be in a good enough situation that I could... I think the reason I would love to be sort of independent enough is so that I could... People seem to enjoy what I do, and I would love to be able to do it better. But in order to be better at what, particularly the puzzle stuff, I'd need more time, and I don't have it. And I'm not giving up my recreation time to play games and stuff, because if I don't get this downtime, I'm going to go insane.
Received.
Yes, log 4 of 21 flora. I'm never going to find them all.
Toxic protection. Stabilizing.
Well, yes, it is. I'm going to go outside again, and then it'll start falling. I'm going to go inside, and I'm going to steal their monies.
Received. Technology recharge.
I'll head for the floating crystal. Not that I particularly care about the floating crystal, but it's in the other direction. I will call my ship to me at some point.
Toxic protection. Falling.
I mean, one of the things I like about my job is I feel like I'm doing something good for people who, like, need something good done for them, which is nice.
Units received.
Oops, I got it just as I...
Units received.
I don't really care about the floating crystals. A lot of them, though.
Warning.
I don't have my ship here. Ooh.
Toxic protection. Stabilizing. Units received.
Yeah. If I had my ship...
Toxic protection. Falling.
Are you just going to keep fighting forever? Oh dear. I need to stop playing soon. Let's go that way. That seems to be an actual hole in the ground, doesn't it?
Units received.
Will you go... Fine. You guys are just bugging me now. Where are you? How far away are you? Like, you're not even showing. Screw you. No, I don't need that. Why is it tracking a ship that is so far out of range I can't even see it? Why does it think that that is part of the combat? Like, if I do this, can I see how far away it is? No, not really. Okay. That was all it took. That was a weird bug. Look at that. This is why I love this game. You find locations just in randomly generated worlds. You find locations that look like this. Look at that.
Toxic protection falling.
That's a strong candidate for my next thumbnail photo.
Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received.
And I'm going to finish off this stream. I will sell that later. Probably sell that later. But I'm going to finish off this stream. I'm going to open the geodes. I'm going to open the glowing rocks. I've heard that these
Technology recharge.
can also be processed, but
boy.
To a drop pod. Drop pod. Drop pod. Yeah. To a drop pod. Drop pod left, drop pod right. Drop pod's actually right in front of me now. Drop pod. To a drop pod. Have a good one, Ignition. Wow, that drop pod was really close. Possibly could have found that with a normal scan, but I didn't.
Weather warning. Incoming storm. Technology prepared.
I'm going to take this last slot right here. And then I'm going to go over here. I'm going to hit the save beacon. It's 20 past 11. This has been a great session. This has been a really good session. Finding that runaway mold location with like 12 runaway mold, absolutely amazing. And the ability to just teleport between the 3 runaway mold bases I've got and generate, what was it? I generated 40,000 runaway mold in like 10 minutes. So yeah, if I was to do that, do the run of those 3 bases, or even just 2 of them, or even just the one, I'd be able to, or if I started at the first one, went to the back, and then did a hop of the other 2 and then back, and then did it again, I'd get about 30,000, put those in the medium refiners, and then when I go back at the start of the next session, or when I next, like I'm doing teleport loops, I would be able to get it, I'll be able to just generate nanites, and that will be really good. So that's really good. Yes, so let me try and get try and raid Fel. I can't raid her. I don't have enough subscribers to do that. But what I can do is I can post the link to, that is the link to Fel in a Fel's current stream. That's the link to Fel's current stream. So people should feel free to jump over to that and watch her, who's way earlier on her journey. Thank you everyone for watching. I really enjoyed this one. This was a great session. I'm enjoying this new playthrough. I really am. Thanks everyone. And as always, good luck finding your runaway mold farm. Bye all.